But traffic in New York City, borough of Brooklyn, are setting tonight. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Let's see some of the numbers here for Fred VanVleet.
And guys, for a measure.
And let's go. Straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion.
Clearly. David, thank you. A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Maxey. Siakam is out there with Ingram. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Springer in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nets, wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. The three, some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the pass to Durant. Embiid against Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Here's Maxey. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. And here are the Nets. It's a three-point game. With the shot, Springer pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Irving looking over the floor. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 5 points so far.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor? Oh! What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Passes to KD. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
On the wing, Irving. He's coming off a 22-point game against Toronto.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get railed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Harden scanning the floor. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And stolen by Aldridge. Harden the pass to KD. Ingram outside. Pass to Maxey. And Siakam has it in the corner. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Offensive rebound, Irving. An easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 7. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. With the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. Paul Millsap is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Good on both. The Nets with the lead. Irving with the ball. He's got 7. Millsap misses. Here's Springer, defended by Durant. Millsap against Ingram. Pass to Siakam. Fires from deep. And no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Harris passes to Irving. Lobbed up there for KD. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
And the dunk by Embiid.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Irving against Embiid. Right side Durant. A three-pointer, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. To the paint. And stolen by Irving. The pass to Harden. Back to Irving. Now the feed to Millsap. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
His hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. That's Mills in for Irving. Mills can't hit. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Springer the pass to Drummond. Thibault on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
Van Vliet against Harden. Over in the corner, Brown. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. To take a look at the Nets. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Philadelphia, 2.5 games back.
And seeing where the Nets are, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Harden the pass to Mills. And the Nets miss again.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Passes it to Springer. Stolen by Harden. Brown outside. To end the run, buries the jump shot.
Well, that's what Mills gives you when he's on the floor, a dangerous shooter who can cause problems for the defense.
Springer covered by Mills. On the wing, Nance. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. Now, here's Thibault. This one for 3. Griffin grabs the board. Pass to Harden. Brown against Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Harden. And he drives in. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
Nice finish there. Harden is just calibrated to absorb contact and complete the play.
Nance, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Shoots over Van Vliet. And it's Brown missing. The 76ers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. And it's Thibault in the corner. From deep. Harden with the defensive effort. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. 76ers on top, up 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA.
I just go back to being in my backyard.
Oh, it is indeed. The English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Drummond. Larry Nance out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Springer in at the point. Springer, good. Springer's got 7. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Griffin against Nance. Griffin's shot is off. The 76ers leading. Here's Niang. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Unable to get that one. Griffin with some nice D. Millsap up top. Tries it from 9. Bucket is good. Millsap's got his second basket.
And, you know, Millsap ready to shoot anytime he's close to the basket. Gets it off before the defense can react.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Timeout. Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Ingram. And Bleed on the wing. Clock at 6. Ingram attacking. And he goes big with the dunk right over LaMarcus Aldridge.
Hey, guys, really easy to see why Ingram was the second pick in the 2016 draft with plays like these.
Outside Irving. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And it's good, 2 points.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Cousins with it, guarded now by Durant. And here's Maxey. He had 25 points in the win against Miami. For 3, Van Vliet. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Irving with a clean look. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
And there's the pass to Niang. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Now, here is Irving. D right on him. Here's KD. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the 76ers call time here.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant can end his career in Brooklyn.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Cousins. Pascal Siakam comes in for George Niang. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Heat. Aldridge against Ingram. And it's Thybulle in the corner. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
On the wing, Irving. Defended by Drummond. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Andre Drummond.
A true center, a throwback center. Drummond is not a guy who jacks up threes. Andre wants to eat inside.
13 feet away. He climbs that one off the back iron and down and fall. Aldridge has got his first basket.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Inside, here's Ingram. Another shot. Pass to Maxey. Thybulle for 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Nets leading by 4. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Katie. Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And so it's Katie with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got the lead back up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Drummond working against Aldridge. For 3, Siakam. Rebound, Brooklyn.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's KD, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system, and sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through.
Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Maxey passes to Ingram. Off target from outside. Nets leading by 8. Irving from long range. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I love his shot selection today. He's setting the bar for the rest of the team.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Out to the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Maxey, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And, you know, Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He also passes the ball pretty well.
Irving with it. Now defended by Embiid. In the corner. Harden. There's the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The 76ers trail by 12. Maxey passes to Siakam. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Just 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. And Embiid throws it down.
More than likely, if there's a second chance bucket to be had, Embiid will get it. Makes him work even harder on the boards when he knows there's pay dirt at the end of it.
Harden the pass to Irving. For 3. Doesn't go that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. 3-pointer by Embiid. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your person.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now,
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points, 8 assists, and 1 steal. Let's start. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Irving and Harden, the 2 star guards. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Embiid in the corner. And Embiid throws it down.
Embiid showing you a little force, wanting to dunk it down whenever he can.
Irving passes to Durant. Shot from 16. Good on the jump shot. AD's got 15 points.
Well, I really like the setup there. Irving with the pick.
Pass to Maxey. Bounce pass Embiid. Now here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Siakam finds Ingram. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the 76ers. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Look at Harden. Right now he leads in the East, getting plenty of ballots with his name up.
And as much of an honor as it is to make the team, finishing number 1, I think it's just that much bigger.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Harris.
You know, that's where Brandon Ingram's huge wingspan comes into play at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite that.
Cousins, no good. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Ingram with the steal. Cousins finds Siakam. To the left side wing. Lets the 3 fly. Tips it. And Embiid is right there. And now it's only a 5-point Nets lead.
Tell you what, I don't know if any center in the league can score in as many ways as Embiid. Maybe Jokic, but those 2 are pretty much in a class by themselves. Embiid showing us everything tonight.
Here's Harris. And the rejection by Embiid.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his size. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
Ingram against KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The 76ers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The first free throw is good. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Nets leading by 3. Down low, here's Harris. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And you know what, guys? You got to love his fearlessness there. I mean, Harris doing a nice job taking on the defense and finishing.
76ers have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Maxey passes to Siakam. The 76ers again can't hit it. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Brown. Passes it to Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
Tell you what, I don't think there's been a single shot that Irving has wanted and didn't get so far.
Ingram against Brown. Here's Cousins. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Cousins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
And the 76ers call time here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
So for the Nets, Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Bruce Brown. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Niang, and Irving comes to help. Niang passes to Springer. And a miss there on the triple.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Shots good by Mills.
There's one of the sharpest weapons in Mills' arsenal, specifically because of how fast his release is.
Springer the pass to Siakam. The trade. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
You know, for Irving, he's made an effort, a conscious effort to get to the line more, and for good reason. I mean, he's a really good foul shooter.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special. With both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and speed. You know, he's not just a spot-up shooter, guys. Joe Harris can score off the dribble, too.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Irving from long range. And the Nets another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Ingram, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Springer. Lays it up and banks it in. Springer's got 9.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Outside Griffin. That's tipped. The shot. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Maxey passes to Springer. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 12.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside Griffin. Pass to Irving. Launches a three. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Griffin against Drummond. Siakam for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Harris, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A really good shot blocker. I like how Drummond times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done.
Irving kicks to Harris. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
13 foul.
Andre Drummond picks one up. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stretch for the Nets?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line. Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Mills passes to Griffin. Outside Millsap. On the wing, Harris. 5 on the clock. 18 feet out. Harris missing again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Siakam against Millsap. Here's Maxey. The offensive rebound. They need this. Now the pass to Springer. Siakam against Millsap. Passes it to Springer. A 3 ball. It doesn't go for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Mills. Rejected by Ingram. There's 21 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The 76ers with another miss.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Harris passes to Mills. Shoots it up. Here's Millsap. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nets lead by 18. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision. Terrific IQ. Everything. You want it.
Running off them that I can concentrate. No addict, cause I don't think that's smart to say. Rock out with that might make it do the Harlem Shake. Make sure that low, keep your and always watch your snake. Be careful who you trust, cause they'll cross you like Tim Hardaway. Impatient in the slums, I couldn't afford to let my mama wait. Long distance relationship with God, so it get hard to pray. You can't really plan what's meant to be, I think they call it fate. Like, girl, I love you, but it's only so much I can tolerate. Like, girl, I love you, but it's only so much that my heart can take. Like, let's give it a rest, girl, I just wanna give my heart a break. I heard he been dissing on the squad. Be precautious when the sweet. I want that brand new Bentley with the red seats. My pops was there for me, so I be a deadbeat. When you said you love me, girl, you scared me. I'm faking smiles, I'm hurting inside, can't let my fans see. They hear me talking, but I don't think they understand me. Checks and deposits, young swimming in them bands deep. Fees they like 200 racks, but the price keep going up. I'm the hottest out the they don't like me blowing up. Back against the wall, no one to trust. Ain't no limit in these streets, can ride a bike, you old enough. Gotta fight, no folding up, like pay the price, you know what's up. And when they say who won it, act like you know it's us. From the soil, you gotta share the same scars to roll with us. Say it's off the point off. It's cracking where I'm from, watch what you just reckless. No big homies over us, infatuated by dollars, yeah, on that guap, I got a crush. Been racing to millions, the money talks, give me a rush. I heard he been dissing on the squad. Be precautious when the sweep. I want that brand new Bentley with the red seats. My pops was there for me, so I be a deadbeat. When you said you love me, girl, you scared me. I'm faking smiles, I'm hurting inside, can't let my fans see. They hear me talking, but I don't think they understand me. Checks and deposits, young swimming in them bands deep.
Yeah, this come up, it been really major. My team eating like we sitting at the dinner table. I done got a couple calls from a couple labels. Now it's all eyes on me like they was watching cable. I had to come up, I really couldn't stay down. Still 10 toes with my boys from the playground. I see these haters, they really want me way down. If they not talking bread, please get up out my way now. Look, I never changed, I only had to move different. I'm like a title contender, moves made with precision. I went from losing to winning, I want it all, no percentage. I'm never fake, no pretending. You want the you can get it. Hold up, my wordplay is on a different level. I'm getting hot, popping off, guess I'm in the kettle. A rock star, so you know I fast life, leave my foot up on the gas pedal. A young Don, I'm feeling like I'm Nino. Got the money and the power, no casino. I'm running up the bands and I'm only seeing C-notes. I'm a star, ain't got bucks, yeah, I feel like Cappuccino. Look.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. The NBA season is